Alrighty, traders. So, are we about to see another move to the upside real soon? The market's coming down right now to levels of support. Still got a very good, strong flow and overall momentum to the upside. So, that could be coming real soon in the markets. I want to share with you what's happening right now and what we could be looking at. Plus, also, there's a bit of danger in these markets as well too, and I want to share that with you as well, traders. If you do want to if you want to get coaching by me, guys, and join my Inner Circle coaching group, second link in the description. You can see all the details there. You can see my real equity curve there as well too, testimonials. If you scroll right down to the bottom, you can actually see my story as well too. So I'll start off with the danger point here. There are a lot of stocks within, even though I'm talking about the Dow Jones here and the S&P and the Nasdaq and so on, so right? There are a lot of stocks right now that are screaming, danger, do not get involved with me. I will hurt you. Right, now I'm being funny, but there's a bit of a danger across these markets here, right? So, this might sound really weird to you, but remember the Dow Jones, the S&P, Nasdaq is not a representation of what an individual stock is doing on the Nasdaq or the Dow Jones or the S&P. Because there's many stocks within, say, the S&P 500 that are making very big bull moves. Many stocks that are doing nothing for the last 12 months. And many stocks that have been in a very big bear market for the last 12 months. Nike is one of those. As an example, why has Nike been going down? This here looks nothing like the Dow Jones, right? So, the purpose I always want to start off with this level here, I wanted to say this, include this level for you guys here is this. When you trade in the markets, use a approach, right? Use approach in the markets. Like I have my rules and so on and so forth that I use. And you can see that, guys, first thing in the description, I'm giving away a free trading course. It's like 8 videos over 5 hours long, teaching you techniques you should be focusing on. Link in the description there. But the whole thing about this level here is that I'm trying to share with you that one of the biggest things, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is, okay, well, the Dow Jones is, and it's very bullish. Therefore, all the stocks are. And you can see, like, this is a real good example here that the Dow Jones has been very bullish for the last 12 months, and Nike, just an individual stock, has been down. That's why when we're analyzing an individual stock, we take it based off the merits, not based off what the overall flow of the market's doing. So that's just an example from there. Now, I want to use a few things here for example, like I'll bring up Walmart as an example. There's a lot of danger points through here. We all do know, or if you don't, then the one thing that is really important to understand about these markets is that there is so many bubbles of individual stocks right now, right? So, oh, by the way, I'm just seeing my top up here. This is the Dow Jones sort of stocks here. Really weird, right? Dow Jones is, and then I'm looking at the individual stocks within the Dow Jones. There's Nike, who's been in a very big bear market. We've seen Walmart, which has been an incredibly big bull market, and the Dow Jones is, right? So again, I want to bring it back to the whole point of when you're viewing these markets, view it from the individual stock, right? Use your techniques, use your system from the individual stock here. But there are so many bubbles screaming right now on individual stocks. So be careful. And no, don't be careful. Don't get involved with stocks. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but you can do whatever you want to do, right? But if you're looking for a really big move out of the markets, if the market's already made a very big move here, it's, you're getting towards the end of that big bull phase, right? And just like, for example, like Walmart as an example, right? So many stocks that have bubbled right now that could see significant pullbacks in the markets from here. And so that's where the danger point comes involved. Now, again, guys, you must understand that I'm doing my analysis on Walmart here because it's already made a big move. I did my analysis on, say, for example, Nike, because it's doing that there. I'm now going to go do the exact same analysis on Dow Jones, but they're individual, right? The Dow Jones is not Nike. The Dow Jones is not Walmart. They're separate, even though, you see what I'm saying here, right? Some of the biggest things that people say, oh, well, the market is, so therefore all stocks are. No, not necessarily. There's so many really good bearish trades that have happened in, say, Nike. But looking at the indices right now, I do see, by looking at this indice, you can see what's happening through here, right? We're in a very strong trend line to the upside, right? And a very strong support level through here. We do have a nice even kill a nice resistance around this level through here on the Dow Jones. And now we can see this low here, this low here. So if I just extend you to the right, and if I squeeze you back up again a bit more, and if I start to utilize the good old parallel trend line from there to there. If we do start the breakout from here, then it looks like the top of this channel could be a nice target for the good old DJ, right? And this is obviously short term. Again, Walmart has probably had its day. You know, it's gone up 5,000% in the last 2 weeks. I'm joking, by the way. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? It's been gone up a lot, right? But the Dow Jones is still in a very big upward move, and we're still in this channel here. So are we about to find support through here? Are we about to find support and then break out? If so, then we could be getting ready for another good, say, 10% upside if that happens. The big thing I'm watching for right now is the good old, where it's at right now. 1, support level. It's been support level now for quite some time. And 2, I'm watching the good old 50 to 50. Right now it's right on 50%. What does 50% mean? 50%, if this 50% holds, if the 50% holds, it's a 50, right? If the 50% holds and then continues around and pushes to the upside, that's what I call strong trend, right? Strong trend. So we're going to see what actually happens here for the next few days. But looking at the big picture here, guys, and squeezing it back up, as you can see, we're in a very nice, good sort of upward movement from here. Again, just bring up the sort of the average line through there. Again, we can see that this is where we may even end up towards, maybe closer towards the 50,000 before this is done and done. Again, so I'm doing my analysis on Dow Jones. This is what the Dow Jones is telling me. Now, stop. And then when I went to Walmart, I'm saying this is what Walmart is telling me. See what I'm doing here? You don't want to because there's so many opportunities where the Dow Jones may continue up, but Walmart may start to go down, but the Dow Jones are going up. And you're like, how does that make sense? It's just because the Dow Jones is not the individual stock. Dow Jones has been really, really bullish for the last 12 months, last 2 years, but Nike hasn't. And Nike is a Dow Jones stock. I hope you get what I'm trying to say there. So that's what I'm seeing through there. Let's go through, look at the good old NASDAQ as well too. We do have a bit of support line through there, I'm trying to see if there's any sort of parallel trend lines we can use. And yeah, there we go, from there to there, right? There we go, from there to there. So once again, we're at this level right now, and we've come across this level. So if this does hold here for this reason here, and again, if we just draw something through there, if we do break up, then we could possibly start to see the NASDAQ have a nice 12 or so % rise. We could get up to the 25,000 level. That's what could be getting there. Now, I definitely wouldn't want to be short this market. Why? Because when the chart starts in the bottom left and ends in the top right, we've got an uptrend. That trend is your friend. Never forget it. Okay? Now, same for the good old S&P 500, right? S&P 500, there's the resistance level all through there. Right, a little bit of shake and bake, especially the last month here. But as you can see, we've been definitely in a very nice upward move, just holding here. So the trend is not over. We could be getting ready. If this holds, we could be getting ready for another 10% move in the markets from here. So that's what I want to share with you guys when it comes to the actual overall stock market here.